okay. Yo, baby mama ain't even post a single, damn, where she at? Yo, baby mama ain't even post a single, damn, where she at? Yo, baby mama ain't even post a single, damn, where she at? Yo, baby mama ain't even post a single, damn, where she at? Yeah, where she at?
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in, they're eating the cats, they're eating the pets of the people that live there.
The 6 conservative Supreme Court justices just empowered Trump's racism.
This is probably the worst possible outcome.
They sided with Trump on 2 cases, letting him deny asylum seekers at the U.S.-Mexico border and giving his administration the power to end temporary protection status for Haitians and Syrians.
They say, why is it we only take people from shithole countries, right? Why can't we have some people from Norway?
The Trump administration has always been heavy on racism.
It should be far easier to terminate immigration benefits for individuals who are on the public dole, who are on public assistance.
Meanwhile, the administration is planning goodie bags for white South Africans fleeing quote-unquote white genocide. The bags include children's books on reverse racism, making accusations of South Africa's government favoring Black people.
Send us some nice people, do you mind? But we always take people from Somalia.
Not only are these decisions by the Supreme Court racist, but costly. TPS holders contribute about $29 billion annually to our economy, and close to $8 billion in tax dollars as well.
But they're not just illegal aliens. Honestly, they're monsters.
But for the Trump administration, white supremacy comes before humanity and common sense.
Yo, DJ T, let's kick it. Ice, ice, baby. Hey. Ice, ice, baby. Oh, all right, stop. Cooperate and listen. ICE is back with a brand new mission. Agents grab a hold of you tightly, drag you to the ground and deport you nightly. Will the raid stop? Yo, I don't know. If you're an illegal, you better hope so. Civilians film how we act, it's a scandal. Light their ass up like a motherfucking candle. Freeze! The flashbangs go boom. I'm icing every middle-aged mother of 2. We're deadly against the women and the elderly. Anything less than a green card is a felony. Love it or leave it, you better go away. You better have papers, the feds don't play. Show me your border and yo, I'll secure it. If the law gives trouble, DJ T gon' solve it. Ice, ice, baby. Ooh. Mexican ice, ice, baby. Indians ice, ice, baby. Somalians ice, ice, baby. Everyone. Now deportations are happening with the illegals out. Crime rates start crashing unless you factor in the ice homicides. If you don't play nice, you will be ice deporting them. Once I've done this rap, I stuff caps and you're a trapper in the op. Step up like pretty or good. For guys that spray and pray, I guess I aim's pretty good. Trolling, I'm in 2.0. Drums got the MAGA hat on, so his hair don't blow. On patrol with my homeboy when Latina baddies walk by. Did you deport it? Nah, I just said hi. Pulled up to a Peruvian restaurant. Family business, so I deported the aunt, the nephew, and the uncle too. The whole family's on the way to Peru. Ice agents looking cool, wearing more than ski masks. You won't be deported if you have a fat ass. It's ironic, but ice is hot, and unlike the media, we don't need no Photoshop. A middle-aged woman pulls up on you, driving 2 miles an hour, man. What you gonna do? I'll deport you straight to hell. I grabbed my 9, all I heard was shells falling on the concrete real fast. Shouldn't have jumped in the car and slammed on the gas. I'm a hero for icing you, an unarmed woman and mother of 2. Ice is on the scene, you know what I mean? Deporting people in ways that look obscene. Show me your border and yo, I'll secure it. If the law gives trouble, DJ T gon' solve it. Ice, ice, baby. Ooh. Mexicans ice, ice, baby. Indians ice, ice, baby. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Somalians ice, ice, baby. Everyone taking. I wrote it straight from the protest. Minnesota's on the scene, just in case you didn't notice. I love my country and its constitution, except for the first 2 amendments, because protesters use them. ICE means DEI, will DIE make liberals fly. Catch and release is a hell of a concept. We'll put it right. and you wanna avoid us. If you ain't got papers, undocumented, we'll see you later. Separating families, the hearts be breaking, but at least the welfare won't be taken by them. It's time to say so long. If you see an illegal, then sing this song. Show me your border and yo, I'll secure it. If the law gives trouble, DJT gon' solve it. Ice, ice, baby. Mexicans, ice, ice, baby. Indians, ice, ice, baby. Somalians, ice, ice, baby. Everyone. Yo, man, get out of here. Back to your motherland. Ice, ice, baby. Before. Ice, ice, baby. Before. Ice, ice, baby. Before. Ice, ice, baby. Everyone.
Welcome to Let's Talk About It with your host, Latino. Today's topics, I already showed you guys in the chat, but I will repeat myself here. We will be talking about the earthquakes first, and then we'll get into TPS and what this means going forward. Right. So let's get into this. So I don't know if you guys have heard, but there's been a bunch of earthquakes in like 5 places, California being one of them, Venezuela, Japan is on also tsunami watch. And we'll be getting into some of these stories today. So bear with me while I pull up these clips here. Okay, let's go.
Of a devastated Venezuela tonight as rescue teams claw through the aftermath of 2 major earthquakes last night. The first, a magnitude 7.2, struck near San Felipe, west of Caracas, about 6 p.m. local time. The second, just 39 seconds later, even stronger, a magnitude 7.5. At least 100 buildings collapsed in one coastal state alone, and this may go down as the deadliest quake in Venezuelan history. CBS News correspondent Lilia Luciano has details.
Video captured the terrifying moment a building collapsed into the street, sending people running for their lives after a powerful magnitude 7.2 earthquake violently shook northern Venezuela.
It's the heaviest quake I've felt in Venezuela.
Then
Yo, man, I've been through hurricanes. I've been through George, and I can't remember the other one. It starts with a J. George and fuck, I can't remember the other one, man. Ah, man. It was like in maybe 2006, 5. But I know the one in the late 90s, I think was George, or early 2000s, man. Shit, bro. I mean, dude, to be honest with you, I was like one of those people, you know, that was like, fuck, I want the hurricane to come because I wanted to see how it felt. I've heard all these stories and shit, and how bad it and how horrible it is. And I'm like, yeah, let me see how bad this thing really is. You know what I mean? And after the damage, I was like, yeah. So I've been through 2 hurricanes, and a hurricane is definitely not an earthquake, because shit, it's the ground shaking now. But god damn, man. Oof. I got videos to show you too of certain buildings collapsing and people running, and shit is nuts, man. So God bless those people out there, man. And you know, I hope that we Americans can help them any way possible. And if there is some type of donation, I will put it on this video or maybe on the next one.
second quake, nearly 3 times stronger, struck less than a minute later, causing panic at a street party. A catastrophic 1-2 punch that has devastated much of the northern coast. The coastal city of La Guaira is being described as a disaster zone. Inside the country's main airport, passengers were seen fleeing as part.
Yeah, I wouldn't even be under those concrete things. I'll try to be outside, if not outside, or at least at top. You know what I mean? In the roof or something. You know what I'm saying? Never in the bottom, dude. Like, just be outside or something. Like, these people, man. Like, I don't know, man. Like, look at this shit.
Inside the country's main airport, Passengers were seen fleeing.
Like, man, try to find a way outside. Like, I don't know where you're trying to run, but outside would be your best bet.
As parts of the terminal's roof collapsed. High-rises turned to rubble, entire facades peeled off, more than 100 buildings lying in ruin.
I mean, shit, dude, like, they're not built like Japan, bro. Like, this is like straight up, like, you know, concrete construction, you know, where you build the beams long enough in the bottom to hold the structure up, right? But it's not the same thing with Japan. Japan has like a whole complete, like, the buildings move like rubber or some shit, bro. Like, I'll show you guys. I got that video too. Shit's fascinating, bro.
Survivors described the terror. I lost my daughter, my grandson, and my granddaughter, this woman said. She was due.
Oh, my Lord, dude. Oh, I can't even imagine, dude. Oh.
To be born in a month.
Damn,
Now
bro. What? So she was prego. She was about to be giving birth in a month. Oh, man, that sucks, bro. Oh, that's devastating.
Race is on to find survivors. Cheers erupted as this baby was pulled from the rubble alive. Others were not so lucky. Rescue workers, short on heavy equipment, were seen moving big chunks of rubble with their bare hands.
Yeah,
the U.S. has pledged $150 million in aid and mobilized much of the needed.
You want to know why I feel so much hurt for these people, bro? Like, and I know I even felt hurt for the Haitians because they were our neighbors and stuff. But like, I feel more hurt for these people because a lot of people don't seem to realize this, man. You want to know what the closest thing to a Dominican is? Believe it or not, it's a Venezuelan. Dude, we get, bro, like the relationship that Venezuelan Dominican Republic has between the people. I'm not talking about government-wise. I'm talking about people here. It's a relationship that you would think that maybe, Haiti and the Dominican Republic would have just because we're neighbors, or even Puerto Rico. But nope. We have a way better relationship with Venezuela, believe it or not.
Support.
They have much of collapsed buildings, and so they'll need a lot of help in terms of digging through that.
Officials feel a mounting death toll as thousands are still missing.
There are now growing frustrations over the lack of that heavy machinery that's needed to lift the pieces of those collapsed buildings where there's people still inside waiting to be saved. Acting President Delcy Rodriguez is asking the private sector to help with whatever equipment they can spare. Tony.
Lilia, you've reported extensively from Venezuela over the years. Your first thought when you heard about this?
Well, Tony, this is a country that is now facing a major crisis on top of a humanitarian crisis. It's a country where millions of people have been struggling to get access to reliable health care, to electricity, clean water, to a stable.
Damn, not only that, man, like whatever progress we have made with Venezuela in the last, 3 months, this shit pushes them back. So now we're going to have to. It's unfortunate, but now we're going to have to take some of that fucking, that damage in, I guess, and have to help these people, man. Fuck. Just because of the oil situation, you know what I mean? So we got to be in good graces with these people, man. And even though this is temporary and we're going to spend a whole bunch of our taxpayers' money, yes, I know, people, I know. It's beneficial at the end of the day because we still got their oil. You get what I'm saying? So, who knows? We might help them and then we might get paid back. So let's hope and see.
Economy. All of those issues have now been made exponentially worse, and this could lead to another mass migration into those neighboring countries like Colombia or Brazil.
And not only Colombia, Brazil. Not only Colombia, Brazil, right? Check what this lady has to say, because I'm kind of agreeing a little bit with what she's saying, because I really don't want none of these people in here. But it is what it is. But check what she's saying.
Terrible earthquake in Venezuela, and as you're watching this video, tens of thousands of people are dealing with the aftermath, looking for loved ones trapped in rubble. And Venezuela was already not in a place economically or politically to respond to devastation like this. Meanwhile, the Trump administration has canceled temporary protected status for Venezuelans and has systematically.
Not only for Venezuelans, Haitian, Syrians, and everybody else alike, that TPS, their TPS basically expired. It's time to go. Basically, the Supreme Court ruled 6-3 today, basically stating that they can't change or can't basically give a new definition to the rule, because this is something that went through Congress. So the only way that it changes is by going through Congress again. So basically the Supreme Court said, hey, it's temporary. The president gets to make his choice on it, what temporary means. So Trump, you already know what Trump is saying. So this is the thing that I'm going to bring up. Yeah, TPS for what, 500,000? Yeah, 500,000 people that are going to have to go back now home, right? So, I mean, do we replace them with these people now for a short time, until their country gets a little bit stable for a year or two, or what? Or we just say no? Because this will be interesting now to see, because if they do take Venezuelans now, because the whole oil situation, that's kind of a slap in the face to everybody else that's being sent back, which I agree on them being sent back because it's temporary. You can look up the word temporary. It doesn't mean a long stay. It doesn't mean forever. It's literally what it is, temporary. So I don't know. It begs the question, like, if Trump does this for the Venezuelans, like, and the South Africans that he was doing this shit for, I mean, but he was doing it at the time that, he's trying to get these rulings changed. So I don't know, man. Like, oof, it'll be interesting.
Targeted the Venezuelan community in the United States, including Venezuelans who are in legal status, who entered the country legally, who have attended all of their check-ins and have done everything right. I personally, as an immigration lawyer, have talked to many Venezuelans over the last year who have.
It's very easy, bro. I even had a conspiracy theory just even thinking about these earthquakes, right? I said, damn, man, the one that got hit the most was Venezuela. Who's to say? I mean, we already got them in a crutch. Why not put them more in a crutch? And now we actually, give them the money to rebuild, right? With interest now, right? And that means that now we have more control of Venezuela, right? Think about it, right? It's just a theory that I'm throwing out. And you would ask, like, how would this happen? Well, if you look up this thing called HARP, it's basically a whole bunch of like metal rods that go into a certain level of the ground on the bottom, right? And basically these things are tied up to these wires, and then the vibration of the wires, depending on like how you do it or whatever, you could literally make a place maybe 500 miles away from you fucking shake and quiver. Shit is real, dude. Like like, for those that don't think that this stuff is real, like, most of this shit is already patent. And this is the thing I tell people. It's like, if you don't think that something is real, just check if they have a patent for it. And if they do, chances are that this shit exists. It's just that you're not very aware of it.
Have had their families separated, detained, their children detained. They have been deported by the Trump administration despite having no criminal history. So what can we be doing right now is calling upon the administration to reopen TPS, temporary protected status for Venezuelans. You should call your legislators. And even though that this is an administrative decision, we want Congress to be aware that we support protection for the Venezuelan community in the United States.
I mean, for Venezuelans, who knows? They might get the whole TPS status. It all depends, man. Now it all depends here. You know what I'm saying? If they want to do that, or if they want to figure out a different way of helping without having to bring them over here, then fine. I'm with that. I'm with it regardless of the fact, right? But what I don't want to see is them staying here for over a certain amount of time, dude. Like, no. It's not a residency. It's not citizenship. It's not any like it's nothing like that. So it's temporary. Temporary. And it's so crazy because when I get into the whole TPS conversation here with you guys, I want to show you something that I kind of noticed. and it's amazing, bro. Like, oh, dude, I can't wait.
We're already deploying search and rescue teams from Fairfax County, Virginia, and Los Angeles. There'll be some others we'll add. That's their most immediate need right now is search and rescue efforts. They have a bunch of collapsed buildings, and so they'll need a lot of help in terms of digging through that. The airport there is badly damaged, so we'll have to rely on the Department of War to deploy assets there.
Yep.
And then we're also helping them with some overhead imagery, especially in coastal areas where they don't have full visibility over what the damage has been and what the impact has been. Those are the acute.
That's crazy. You would think that even though Venezuela is a third world country, that they would at least have, you know, some fucking drones. I mean, you could buy fucking drones at Radio Shack. Like, literally, you can go on Amazon and buy, like, yo, even Temu sells freaking drones, bro. Like, it doesn't have to be, like, fucking military grade, you know what I mean? But at least something with a camera to see visuals and shit. They don't even have that, dude. Like, dude, see, this is what I'm talking about, bro. Like, when you guys talk about all this socialism and shit, like, you guys don't really know what you're looking for or asking. Like, y'all don't seem to realize this shit, man. This is a socialist country, bro, just like Cuba and the rest of these shitholes. And they don't even have a drone that you could buy for $19.99 American USD. Jesus Christ, dude.
Like short-term needs over the next 48 to 72 hours, because in search and rescue, you're trying to get to people while you can still save their lives. They're buried under rubble. And other countries are responding as well. The Qataris have already offered assistance, as we spoke to them earlier today as well. El Salvador has stepped up, and multiple countries around the region, including Chile and others, have reached out to us to communicate and get that happening.
Yeah.
As we move forward with that response.
Yeah, you want to know why those countries stepped up? Those countries stepping up because they don't want to take them in. They're like, no. We'd rather help you from afar, bro. Like, yo, this is the thing. Look. Even Chile had what was it, Chile or Argentina? I think it was Argentina, to be honest with you, right? They had TPS too for the Haitians. And that shit ended, and that new president came through and he said, nah, man, it's time to go, bro. Like you guys gotta go, everybody else gotta go. Like, it's temporary and the time is up. So it's not only us doing this type of shit. So this is what I'm saying. All these other countries are helping them out from afar, man, because they don't even want to take them in. So you know what? I kind of changed my mind. I don't even want to take them in. If I got to pay extra tax money, fuck it. Let that be it. But I really don't want them here unless Palomino wants a couple Venezuelan chicks, then fine. Then we cool with that. If Nate wants a couple Venezuelan hotties over here, fine. I'm cool with that. But the dudes, they got to stay. Unless they got a 4.1 GPA or some shit. You know what I mean? Then at that point, I got to change my mind. You know, anything great for us. But all that other shit, nah, keep it over there. We already have as much problems as it is with bull mammies and these YNs and the essays. And no. We don't need no more of this.
With the sort of the short-term phase of response recovery. The second phase, of course, will be identifying their more longer-term and acute needs. What are the things over the long term they're going to need help with? We'll have a better assessment of that after the next 48 hours when we're on the ground and as the Venezuelan authorities get more visibility as to the level of damage in terms of housing. Where do you put all these people that don't have anywhere to go live? What we can do to help them restore their communications, their internet, their telecom, and so forth. We'll also have to manage what we expect is going to be a surge.
Shit, we got Cam. He got a ranch and shit, man. Get him a couple Venezuelan bunnies over there, you know. I'm gonna have to take Dr. Umar Johnson's funny puns, man. Like he said, what was it? Rice snow bunny. I'm like, oh shit, okay. So yeah, we're gonna get Cam. At least, you know, we're gonna change his ranch to the Rice Snow Bunny Ranch. Oh yeah, we got you with a couple of Venezuelans, man.
Of private donation, I can imagine that there's going to be a lot of people from the United States and entities in the United States. We've already been in touch with some of the leading charities, but I know at the local level, particularly in places like where I call home in South Florida, there'll be a lot of people that are going to want to step forward and help and provide us.
Well, they better, because we don't want them here. I'm just keeping it 100 with you, man. Like, even if this was DR, man, like some, I don't know, earthquake, God forbid, happen over there. The same shit now. We'll send them money from afar, bro. Like, You know, like Donald Trump was throwing paper toilet to the Puerto Ricans. That's what I'll do to DR. Be like, here's some money from afar, man. Kobe from afar, man.
Assistance. And we just need to find the way that we can step in and provide logistical
Yep, no
support from
tortas,
that.
bro.
In addition, of course,
I
we've already
agree.
stood up our disaster response teams at the Department of State and our humanitarian efforts. It's something we did very well in Jamaica after that storm, and it's something we're really prepared to do.
I mean, though, Jamaica, bro, I talk to a lady in the supermarket, bro, every day. And this lady, bro, she's telling me Jamaica's still kind of fucked up. So I don't know what he talking about. She just came from over there. So I'm gonna believe her over him. Damn, 100,000 deaths, bro. Jesus. God damn. God damn. No way, dude. Like, I'm thinking like maybe in the 10,000s or something, dude. Like, what the fuck? Like, I mean, shit, the shit happens. Like, it's not really much you can fucking do, bro. And everything is made out of fucking concrete. Damn, dude.
¡Ayuda!
Damn, bro. Yeah, but 20,000, that's like times 5, bro. Look at that building. Boom.
Dios amado.
Shit. Bro, I pray to God, bro. I never have to go through some shit like that, bro. Can you imagine, bro? No light, no hard to get food and shit, water. Like, come on, man. Like, This is why I love America, bro. Like, you could decide to live anywhere in the US. If you want to live, you know, where tornadoes are not a problem for you, fuck it. Live down in Texas, Oklahoma, and those places down there, right? If you don't care about a hurricane, then you can live down in Florida. You don't give a shit. If you don't worry about a northeastern, which I really don't care, because man, I've been through so many, bro. Like, I'm fucking used to it. I just hate shoveling. That's the one thing. I'm not gonna lie to you. Shoveling sucks. I hate it. That's the only goddamn downside from this shit. But we get decide to live anywhere here, man, in the US, bro, and we have it all, bro. Like I don't know. I can't see myself living like there's some people that, like, you know, when Trump won, they were saying, "Oh, I'm gonna go and leave and stuff," and these people running back and shit. Like, yeah, of course you're running back. It ain't the same. It ain't the same, man. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, y'all feel like if everything is racist, then you can move into a black community. If you're a Chinese person that feeling like everything is racist, then you can move to Chinese community, because we have all that shit here. It's beautiful. God bless America. God damn. Oh, hell no. Oh. Yo, his face.
Mi mamá.
Yo, that face, bro. I have to, bro. I'm sorry. Yo, I had to, bro. I'm sorry. I know he going through some hardship right now, but fuck. Hey, at least he trying to fix his grill, man. Shout out to him. Shout out to him.
Mi mamá.
Yo, he still got the cigarette in hand, though. He ain't letting go of that cigarette.
Mi mamá.
Look at the cigarette in Like, fuck that. Not my cigarette. Yo, this shit crazy. Yo, I would never wanna. Yo, this is like the same equivalent of like getting bombed and shit, bro. You know what a bomb when they dropping bombs and shit, you don't know where they're gonna hit. Same shit with this earthquake type of thing. You don't know which buildings are gonna collapse. Oh man, this shit is wild, bro. Look at that. Oh. I need to get the fuck up out of there, man. You know, I need to go outside. Why you in there, man? This dude just chilling, talking shit, bro. Like, what? You need to go outside, homie.
Totalmente. Observen después el terremoto.
Damn, that's the airport, bro.
Señores.
That's the airport.
Grave la situación que estamos viviendo acá.
That's crazy work. That's the airport, too. Oof. Damn. It's gonna be tough for them to get to get certain supplies and stuff. I mean, if the airport is all torn up. I mean, I hope the runways are still good. Shit. Look at this. I'm gonna have to mute it because this shit got some music in it. But check this out. Like, dude, they barely made it. Like, come on, let's get out. Come on, hurry up. Vámonos, let's go. Ah! Look at that shit. What? Look at that. Look at that. Bro, you better run, homeboy. Shit. This dude said, shit, I don't even got a shirt on. He said, fuck it. Oh, there's still people coming down. What? Damn, look at this shit falling and all that. Oh, my Lord, bro. Look at the person is just right there. He waited. Now he dipping. Boop, boop, right there. You see him? Oh, man. This shit's wild, bro. This is fucking wild, bro. Yo, wild shit, man. Shit, bro. That is crazy, bro. Damn, man. You imagine these people what's going through their mind? It's like, damn, is Trump bombing us again or some shit? You imagine, like, this is why they're looking up in the air, like, yo, wait a minute, is there a missile or something? Nah, it's an earthquake, homie. Shit, man, this shit's fucking nuts, bro. Look, and this is like the hotel, some famous hotel over there. Check this shit out.
Merda, marico.
What was once was I can't even say it. But peep this, man. This is just yeah, man. It went from what you see on the right side to what it is on the left now, man. Yeah, that shit. That's a hard hit for them poor people, bro. If you thought they were going through some bad times, man, they're about to feel it for real. Oh yeah. Damn, that shit.
Se quedaron ahí.
Se cayeron edificios.
Yeah, I should call my buddy, man. My buddy Franco, man. Check how he's doing, because that's crazy. I should just shoot him a text or something. Damn, crazy work, bro. Let me see if I have any other clips. Damn, man, that's amazing, bro. Like, yo, so yo, and not only that. Oh shit. Oh, what's up, Jules? Not only that, man.
Hey, how was my day?
There's a lot of earthquakes in other places too. It wasn't just only Venezuela, which is crazy. You got anything to add?
I feel for those people because they don't have the infrastructure. I mean, even places that do whatever they can for seismic retrofitting and stuff, they still get jacked. So those people, it's just awful. Shout out, big hugs to them. Big hugs to all of them. It's got to be awful.
It is, but like I said, man, I don't know about that whole temporary shit. You know, after the ruling today, it will be kind of a slap in the face to everybody else is about to get deported if we allow them to come in now because of this situation. What you think
Well,
about
asylum is different, though. I mean, they could get asylum, maybe. I don't know. You know, just a thought.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just seeing it from like, the optics, basically. How the left is going to feel about this. Because they're going to say, oh, you let everybody else.
People were talking about before when we went into Venezuela about making them the 51st state. Oh, they're going to be the 51st state. Maybe they will now. Maybe it's part of the deal.
Ooh,
Wouldn't that be wild?
Wait a minute.
Crazy out there. I'm
Damn,
sure.
you just broke my. Ooh. I like where you're going with this. Interesting.
See what happens.
What if? Huh?
It'd be weird though. They're all the way.
It would be weird.
Because they're over there by themselves, kind of.
But I mean,
so's Hawaii.
Yeah, in Puerto Rico and shit. So I mean, it wouldn't be weird. I mean, it would just be weird because it'd be like the first country in Central America. In that aspect, yeah. But then again, most of those countries don't even fuck with us like that in the sense of like them trying to do something stupid because they know better.
Yeah, right. And imagine how we would build it up if it was like one of our states. Dude.
That whole what is it that they call it? That the technology fucking city that they wanted to do, the smart city shit. Boom, go ahead, do it down there. You know? Leave us alone. Fuck around with them. They need it. They'll take anything at this point.
Yeah, right.
You know? Yeah, that's I'm gonna hold that in the back burner.
Two massive earthquakes, actually three, folks. Two massive ones, though. Venezuela, a 7.1, and Japan, a 6.9. What the hell is going on here? And then in California, a 5.3. This is getting a little crazy. Is it the Schumann resonance picking up? Is it galactic gamma rays hitting the Earth? Is the sun starting to get excited? Are we going to get hit with a coronal mass ejection? Or are these weapons? Inquiring minds want to know. Give me your thoughts.
What's your thoughts, Jules? Because I had a conspiracy when I heard all this shit.
Hard to say, man. It could be. I haven't watched him in a while. I like him. He's funny. It could be like the last gnashings of like the deep state being taken out, trying to fight back with whatever technologies they have. I heard you mentioned HARP earlier. They have remote, not remote. What's the word? Portable, or like shit on ships. The Navy. I wish I could find
like
it.
Sound waves and shit. You talking about?
Yeah, I mean the Navy in like the 1940s, they videoed and documented that it was like one of those little, black and white, whatever. But they documented how they controlled Hurricane Beulah all the way the fuck back then. I'm sure Katrina was orchestrated, engineered, or like it could be starting and then they can pump it up and make it worse. You know what I'm saying? Cloud seeding and all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, the earthquakes, though, that one's maybe a little harder, but I'm sure there's tech for that. You probably just, need the right kind of frequency to set that shit off.
Yeah, man. For them to set off something in 5 different locations, bro, that's massive planning, massive. I don't know, man. I don't think the conspiracy route. I'm starting to think. Well, in the sense, yeah, it is conspiracy because who knows? You think you think now that we're hearing all this shit with UFOs and shit, like that they might have something to do with this crap. It's just a theory.
Maybe, but I don't know. I think the UFO stuff is really mostly just, yeah. I think the UFO stuff is all pretty much man-made, and anything that they would want to call alien is maybe just some outer lands we don't know about or something, maybe.
Yep. All right, I'm gonna play this. This is in Japan. Oh my God, it's Godzilla. No, let me stop. Let me stop. You're racist.
Hey, Cam's making a good point. If I can get all of our comments to refresh. The question is why now, after decades of denial, is that the focus? Imagine the money that could be justified in spending to prepare for an alien threat. Military industrial company stocks going up. Why now? Because Trump's fighting them. It was like nobody was really fighting them before. They were just running amok. And they actually have competition now. That's what I think.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I do think that these people fight within themselves, but it's just we don't see it because we're only allowed to see so much.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you see how the buildings stay? You see that, too?
Yeah.
Japanese engineering, man.
Yeah, have you seen those big springs in buildings?
Yeah, they have these things. I'll show you right now.
Yeah.
Show you right now. Japanese ingenuity, man. That shit. Crazy work.
Yep.
Crazy work. Oh, yo, let me play a funny clip before we move into the next story, and then I'll probably drop the link. Give me 1 second. So I really thought there were 5 bald heads there, man. It's just the car seat thing on the top.
Oh, that's too funny.
Alex, ¿quieres una? Ay, güey, cabrón, a ver. ¿Quieres? ¿Qué soy?
This one creeped me out.
Okay.
I thought it was
Nothing unusual about a. Okay. God, nothing unusual.
How cool is that? See that?
Okay. God, nothing unusual about a.
这个人蛮腿的呢。
这个你怎么这样的？呀。
There's an owl in the house. And I turned around and I said, oh my God, where'd that come from?
That's an obstacle conclusion.
What the hell? What is that, Mom?
What?
Ma, you see this?
No. Holy shit.
What
What
is-
the hell is that?
What is happening?
They didn't see those eye picture puzzles like in the, I don't know. Forget when those were.
They're amazed,
I was a
Jules.
kid.
They don't
Huh?
get it. They don't get it. They're amazed.
I love those. I bought books of those pictures. You have to zone out to see the picture in them and stuff. Those are fun.
Man, we'll be getting to the whole TPS thing, man, right now, man. So buckle up, guys. This is the main story here. So let's get into it.
And the Supreme Court out with another decision, this time regarding the fate of certain migrants living with temporary protected status. There are a bunch of them. And Shannon Bream joins us again with more. Shannon, how do we read this one?
Okay, so Dana, we read it as a win for the Trump administration, which has wanted to wipe out temporary protected status for more than 1 million people who are living here in this country. These cases centered on a number of Haitian and Syrian refugees who were here in the country. And basically what the court has said is that they can't challenge this decision by the Department of Homeland Security, by the administration, that they're the ones who get to make the assessment about whether they leave or not. I haven't read the whole thing, but they do get into some of the claims that by some of those who are advocating for the Haitian refugees, that there was some kind of racial animus. The court says they don't see evidence of that. So I'll keep reading, but it's another very fractured decision that seems to be a win for the Trump administration, which would be the second win for them on immigration. That earlier decision that we talked about that came out just a few minutes ago saying that if you get to the Mexico border, but you don't make it onto U.S. soil, you can't file an asylum claim. So the Trump administration has to be happy about what they've gotten today. We've still got 8 opinions left, and it looks like Monday will be our next opinion day.
Can't wait. Oof, oof, oof. Oh, they got their panties up in an uproar right now, Jules. Leftists, they're pissed off, Jules.
You're pissed. They're pissed off. Yeah. Well, you know what? It's all those. They're losing a lot of voters.
Oh yeah.
Fraudulent
I mean,
votes.
man, but they said they said that they don't vote. Remember?
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
We know they do.
Okay. Because I know. I mean, if there's evidence, listen. If there's a fly in the soup, then you got to give me a whole new soup. You can't just tell me no, the soup is all right, and then just scoop out the fly out. Like, well, what are we doing? Like,
Exactly.
you know what I mean? Like, you if it happened in one area of the state, let's say for the presidential, then it must mean that it's happening in multiple other places, right? One would assume,
Yeah.
right? So I mean,
yeah.
cheating.
I didn't hear what you just said.
Isn't that not cheating though? Because I mean, I thought you only voted if you're a citizen.
Right. It is cheating. Let me tell you. So I imagine California isn't the only state, but it was the worst, the fastest at doing some fuckery, right? I remember like 20 years ago, because my mom works for the county. She works in the welfare offices. She does all the admin and whatever, or she did. She's retired, but anyway, you go in there, and they had, damn it, I don't know why I went that direction, because that's about the healthcare aspect. We're not talking about Obamacare. I need to be talking about the California DMV. Wow, total brain fart, guys. I'm not even high. Anyway, so when you go into the DMV and you have a packet, whatever you're doing, there's a voter registration slip in there. And if you don't give that back to them or tell them that you're already registered, which is, just tell me already registered, they shame you like you're freaking getting an abortion or something. Like, oh, well, you got to do that. But they're giving them to all the illegals, and I've seen illegals cheating on their tests, other guys helping each other out for their driver's tests.
Yeah.
It's insane. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like they were recruiting them in the DMV for at least the last 20 years.
Mm-hmm. Nuts. So what you're saying is not false. I knew a guy.
Yeah, you're totally right.
Dominicans always know a guy.
Supreme Court has ruled that the Trump administration can end temporary protected status for hundreds of thousands of Haitian and Syrian families here in the U.S.
Yeah, I hate that that their focus is just. I understand, and I get it, but it's not only the Haitians and the Syrians, bro. It's anybody with TPS status that their shit is expired. So just throwing that out there.
I'm Holly Furfer in Atlanta. You're watching Morning Rush. Scripps News legal affairs correspondent Abijoy Burnett has been monitoring all the Supreme Court rulings, and she has the latest one for us. Abijoy, this is a win for the Trump administration. So what exactly does this mean?
Hey there, Holly. This is a significant win for the Trump administration, and the High Court earlier today in a 6-3 decision said the decision for the Trump administration, the Department of Homeland Security, to cancel the Temporary Protected Status Program, the TPS program, it is not subject to judicial review. The courts cannot step in and look over this decision from the administration here unless there is some sort of other constitutional violation. So what this means now is that the Trump administration is able to move forward with canceling this program known as TPS, which really granted refuge for many people who were here in the United States, really fleeing things like violence or natural disasters in their countries. This case specifically involved Haitians and Syrians, but it could also impact people from a total of 17 countries. We're talking about 1 million or so people. And one of the arguments that was made by the attorneys who represented the Haitians is that there were racial undertones from the Trump administration when they decided to make the decision to cancel the TPS program. You may recall back and the general election, one of the things that really came to the forefront were allegations that Haitians in Ohio were eating cats. And this is something that the attorneys who argued on behalf of the Haitians actually brought forward to the Trump administration. That was one of the arguments that they made. But the bigger argument is that the administration did not take the proper steps to review the conditions in these countries and then determine if they would extend the TPS program or cancel it. Justice Samuel Alito, he wrote the majority opinion for the court in the 6-3 decision. And here's a portion of what he wrote in this opinion that's really seismic. It's really a major decision from earlier today. He said, none of the cited statements by either the president or the secretary, meaning the Secretary of Homeland Security here, was overtly racial. And in substance, all expressed policy views that could rest on race-neutral justifications. Respondents are unlikely to prove that race was a motivating factor in the decision to terminate Haiti's TPS designation. All three of the liberal justices, they dissented here. Justice Elena Kagan, she wrote the dissent in which her two colleagues joined. And this is what she said. She said, there is no dispute that the plaintiffs will suffer irreparable harm absent postponement of the TPS decisions. So the plaintiffs are entitled to stay in this country while these suits go forward. Respectfully, I dissent from the court's decision that they may instead be put on the next plane. And that really is the fear for so many of these people who are here in this country, really trying not to go back to their home countries. So just a few weeks ago, I spoke with a young lady by the name of Marlene Noble. Her story is mentioned in the Supreme Court case. She came here to the United States as a baby, a really young person. She was adopted by an American family, and she was more than 18 years old. She was an adult when she realized that her American family did not apply for U.S. citizenship for her. So she was.
Yeah, at that point, you kind of have to make an exception, bro. Like, she was adopted by Americans, Jules.
Yeah, I think that's fair. That sounds fair.
Yeah. Like, like, at least, come on, you know.
Then out of the window to get U.S. citizenship. So she was living here in the United States under this program, the Temporary Protected Status Program. And we know the circumstances in Haiti, that there is extreme violence and political instability. Holly, she told me that if she's forced to go back to Haiti, that would feel like a death sentence.
Yeah, she ain't lying. She ain't lying. Shit. I'm telling you guys, DR ain't all that great either, bro. Like, and no motherfuckers go over there because, I mean, it's better than where they at. You understand? So, just throwing that out there. But god damn.
Exceptions for every, you know, there's exceptions for everything that should be made. But do you remember seeing the video of the lady eating the cat on the sidewalk? And it was the cop's body cam footage.
Yeah, I remember that shit.
Because people didn't believe it. Like, my friend didn't believe it. And I said, no, there was a video of a lady eating a cat. He's like, no, there wasn't. I showed him. He was like, oh my
they
God.
try to switch it and say that she just killed the cat. That's basically what they're saying.
Yeah, but I mean, the body cam footage says it all, really.
Yeah, I know. But this is how Trump is feeling today.
I said, ooh, come on, baby, turn the lights off.
He just keeps winning and winning and winning and winning. Keeps winning and winning and winning. Yeah, keeps winning in the Supreme Court. Keeps winning huge, quite frankly. Keep winning huge. We're gonna win. We're gonna keep winning, quite frankly, and they hate that we keep winning. Now let's see what certain people have to say about this.
50,000 people. That's how many people in the U.S. now face violence, crime, and terrorism after this.
It ain't terrorism. It ain't 50,000. It's over 500K. So just correcting you.
Morning Supreme Court decision. The case impacts mostly our Haitian and Syrian neighbors who are in the U.S. on temporary protected status, or TPS. TPS allows people from countries experiencing war, natural disaster, or other catastrophes to live and work in the United States, while it's unsafe for them to return to their home countries. The 6-3 ruling essentially destroyed TPS, putting these people in great danger. In a lower court,
but the thing about TPS is that you guys have ruined TPS. You stupid liberals have ruined what TPS was. TPS was just temporary. But no, you guys decided to make it more than what it was. So, I mean, shit, all Trump is doing is bringing it back to what it was. God.
Before the case went to the Supreme Court, a judge said that the Trump administration's attempt to get rid of TPS was motivated in part by racial hostility, and that Kristi Noem made.
That's the other side that said that, but I mean, you just saw what Justice Alito said. He said not once this was racial.
Her decision because of hostility to non-white immigrants. At Common Cause, we see through the attempts to distract and divide us from one another. In this decision, which will tear families.
How is he dividing? He doesn't have a problem with Hispanic citizens. He doesn't have a problem with black citizens. He doesn't have a problem with white citizens. He doesn't have a problem with Chinese citizens. He doesn't have a problem with Jewish citizens. I mean, what is she talking about, Jules? Is she nuts?
Yeah, she's stupid.
Oh,
These
Lord.
people are such grifters. It's
Oh, dude, yeah.
anything, just anything they could say about Trump that's bad, they'll do it. And even if it's like completely,
You can cure AIDS
accurate.
tomorrow.
Hmm?
You can cure AIDS
They're always
tomorrow
lying.
themselves, and they'll still be like, nope, I'd rather just die. I'd rather just be on
Yeah.
PrEP all my life.
I'd rather just be
apart is not only wrong, but inhumane. And we're going to keep holding power accountable, reminding our leaders that they are accountable to us, not any one president. Stay tuned for updates and what Common Cause plans to do next.
She's an
Wait,
idiot
who
because she
accountable
said,
to?
I don't even know. I just exited the video.
What's your commander in chief?
Yeah, but yeah, she don't seem to understand that people voted for this guy. He won the popular and and the electoral. So
Dude, like, would she have said that about a Biden or Barry?
yeah, but I
No.
don't know what she's talking about though. Like, I mean, he's the one that makes the choices now. Like, it is what it is. I mean, this is why he went to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court ruled in his favor, saying that he's the one that gets to make this choice. I mean, this is the way it was set up through Congress. So I mean, like, I don't understand what these people are pissed off. I mean, I know why they're pissed off, Jules. It's because they can no longer challenge it because it is what it is. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
now it's not like they could go to a local or whatever state and be like, "Yo, we're gonna hold it." Nah, there's no holding on this one now. It is what it is. And that's why they're pissed off. But hey,
Well, they're gonna have to get over it. I really wonder, like, are we gonna have like re-education camps for these people?
yeah, we need to, man. Quite frankly, bro. Like this is
I
why
think something needs to happen.
the 1776 project. Remember that shit? Where they
Mm-hmm.
taught that shit in schools. Like I thought that was a great idea, but all these libtards started saying, "Oh no, that's just whatever. You're trying to indoctrinate." And it's like, yeah, but what have you guys been doing for all these years? Indoctrination. Like, what's wrong with indoctrination to love your fucking country? Like, I don't understand that. Like I really don't get it. Like what?
Yeah, I'm with you.
To deport anyone who loses TPS status as a result of this ruling.
Well, of course, if you no longer have status in this country, then you're supposed to be deported. And in particular, in the case of the Haitians, the Biden administration flew over vast numbers. It's hard to know the exact number, but probably more than illegal immigrants from Haiti. That's not counting the border problem.
I told my wife this. I said you can't go anywhere else in the world and have a visa and overstay your visa, bro. They'll come to your door and pick your ass up and put you on a plane and send you back. Like, so I don't understand. Everywhere else in the world they do this type of shit, but now it's a problem when we do it. Like, fuck out of here, bro. We set the standard. We're fucking America, man.
Into the United States. So these are people who've only been here for a few months, who are receiving welfare, whose all their ties, all their social connections, all their family is back in their home country of Haiti. And of course, that's where they should go.
Yes, I do expect the administration to deport anyone who loses TPS status.
Anyone, bro. And I'm glad that she put the question that way because I mean, it's anyone with TPS that is expired. It's not only the Haitians. I mean, they're going to start with the Haitians and the Syrians, of course, but let's be honest here. It's for anybody that's overstayed their welcome. I'm right.
Hey, we know why they're highlighting the Haitians, but like, what's up with the Syrians?
Come on, man, I know that. The Syrians, I don't even know how they even got here and why. What even is the reason why they're here? I really don't know.
I mean, Syria is a foreign country. I don't pretend to remember all the political crap going back.
And not only that, like, didn't Trump put somebody over there in power now or whatever? So ain't we good in Syria? So like, send the motherfuckers back.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, man. Like, so I don't know with the Haitian thing, it's a little bit more complicated, but still, it's like it's not my problem, bro. Like that's just how I feel, bro. And people are gonna be like, "Oh, you don't have a heart." Just imagine your children, and it's like, no, I don't have to imagine that because my children are American. Boom.
Right. Yeah.
Shot fired.
the TPS decision that the U.S. Supreme Court just 6-3 about they can allow, so the president has the constitutional authority to make it temporary and not permanent.
It's the right call. You know, I've been doing this since 1984. TPS has never been temporary. That's why the whole statute exists. Or after the upper hurricane. But the problem is no administration have had the guts to actually follow that statute. President Trump has the guts to follow the law. So temporary means temporary. When the condition of that country gets better, they need to go home. There are millions of people standing in line want to be part of the greatest nation on earth. And that goes back to my early point. People say, why you arrest them if they're not criminals under 10 years? Because they cheated the system. They may have been under 10 years. So let's remember, when you enter the country illegally, it's a crime. And they're doing that, putting themselves in front of the line while millions of people are taking their tests, doing their background investigation, paying their fees to be part of the greatest nation on earth. So temporary means temporary, and I'm grateful for that decision.
Yo, man, not for nothing, but this man, I respect him. I rock with him, but he always sounds like he got a mouthful of spit.
Or two. Yeah, like he's got a dip in. Yeah. Double packed. Do you remember when wait.
I got you.
Okay. Do you remember when maybe we should replay it just for fun? Dr. Phil was out with him doing ICE arrest, and Dr. Phil's interviewing the guy. That's so funny. I don't know why it's funny. All I heard was give me a sec, so he's getting a sec. Okay. Well, hey, Master Mechanic Derek. How you doing? We don't really, Nunzio so far has been cool with us, so I don't know what you're talking about. You guys got beef, that's your thing. It's not mine. So let's see. I have something I could pull up if he needs more time. I'll find my stuff. I wasn't ready for him to just dip, guys. Sorry. Give me a sec.
All right.
Where are they? Oh, you're back.
Yeah, man, my dog needed to go pee.
What I'm trying to find isn't. I don't know. I sent myself a whole bunch of stuff, and it's not opening.
Let's see what these bull mammies have to say.
And next we're going to hear from New York City Mayor Mondani, another fighter.
Oh, Lord.
Good afternoon, New York City. At a moment where the federal government is trying to drive us apart, I am glad to be here together. I want to acknowledge our 1199 SEIU President, Yvonne Armstrong. I want to acknowledge union leadership and members, acknowledge the community that is here with us. I know that we had Governor Hochul speak earlier, Attorney General James, our public advocate, Jumani Williams. We have council members Rita Joseph, Mercedes Narcisse, assembly members Ferris Souffrant Forrest, Mikhail Solages, Rodney Bishad Hermelin. We have members of 1199 who are not just here, but also gathered across New York City. I think we have our district attorney from Brooklyn, Eric Gonzalez, who is here with us, the Haitian Bridge Alliance, as well as Murad, and our commissioner of Immigrant Affairs, Faiza Ali, who is joining us here. For centuries, our city has stood as a beacon of opportunity, bright enough to be seen the world over. People have immigrated here from thousands of miles away because they believe in what this city represents, what this country represents. Freedom, prosperity, a place where anyone can live a life of dignity. I am one of those immigrants. More than 3 million people who call this city home are immigrants. And I know that so many others here today share that same story. Now, you may have come.
It's like, yo, wait. Robot Chicken. I could call him right now. Give me a second. Mr. RFK, are you on the line? Yes, I am Latino. Yes, I am. What you think about this TPS thing? You know, we gotta work. I don't know about too much about the TPS, but one thing I could say is you know, we gotta take the fructose tolerance and the food coloring. All right, Mister. I'm busy right now. I gotta go back to my stream. I can't do it. I'm sorry, RFK. I can't. Respectfully, I just can't.
Come from IT. You may, like my wife's family, have come from Syria. For so many here, home was not something that was given, but something that you had to make for yourself. And I am so proud that each of you has chosen to make your home in New York City. No matter where you were born, no matter how far you had to travel to get here, I want to be clear. You are a New Yorker. Today, tomorrow, and every day, you are a New Yorker.
Jules, like, what do you think these people are gonna do? You think they're gonna fucking like try to save these people or some shit?
Who knows? There's more grifting.
No. I just got off a phone call with RFK, man, but I couldn't do it, dude. I couldn't do it. Man. Like, he's busy. I don't want to waste his time. You know.
Okay.
Trying to take out what is it? Corn syrup out of our snacks and stuff. So, you know, it's a busy.
As healthcare workers, as teachers, as organizers, you have not just made your home in New York City, you have dedicated your lives to New York City. You have bettered New York City. You have helped to build New York City. So hear me when I say this, the people of New York City are going to show up for you. As we face down a Supreme Court ruling that just opened the door to fear, instability, and the threat of deportation for so many, New York City will do everything in our power to fight back. This is a city where we look out for our neighbors, where we don't let those who are afraid of what makes the city great try to divide us, where we reject a politics of fear. Now, they
Not fair, man. Oh, come on.
Yet we will lead with something even more powerful than that. Solidarity. City Hall will stand.
I can't listen to this guy, man. Like, I feel like a fucking flower is about to grow out of my ass.
It probably is.
I just lost testosterone listening to this idiot. Like, seriously, bro. Like, what? Like, I can't, dude.
Yeah.
Oh man, this guy, dude. Oh man, he's the worst.
He's so annoying.
Oh, he is, Jules. Like, God, I mean, like, why you people vote for this man? Like, do you not have any care in the world, dude? Like why, dude? Like, why?
He's a puppet.
Why?
He's a puppet.
But why? Why him though? Like, this motherfucker look like he should be getting me my naan bread and my fucking buttered chicken.
Oh, that's
like, come on, man. Like, come on, man. What's going on in America, man? Like, really? The fuck, man? Like, I mean, who knows? We might have the shortest president in history in Marco Rubio.
Yeah, if that comes to pass, it could be.
Yeah, the shortest president. Little Marco. He's gonna have to have a stool every time he does the speech. We're gonna what's his name? Ron DeSantis is gonna give him what's the name of this shit? Fucking high heel shoes. What up, Nunzio?
Ain't shit, bro. How you been? Yo, what you guys do? For
20%. I thought it used to be half or some shit like that.
what you guys up to?
Give me 1 second.
All right, what's up, Jules? What's up?
Hey, I was talking, but my mic was muted.
Sorry. Yeah, yo, I've been making these photos right here. That shit fire, right? You like that?
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it's a werewolf. Let me see if I can show you the actual photo. Yeah, I mean, like, there's a lot of people out there helping me to get on my path. Like, you know what I'm saying? Avoiding that drama. I just block these people. I don't care what they say. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, what's going on
Yeah.
Venezuela? Like, what's up with that? Like, you think they're still gonna be able to send over the oil, or they're gonna? What do you think is
Yeah, I
gonna?
wonder how that was affected, the infrastructure of that. I would think so, and if not, we're probably gonna help them get it up and running real quick if something happened. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Hey, Jules, I don't mean to bother you, but I'm getting a work call right now. I'll be right back.
Okay,
Sorry
that's
about that.
cool. That's cool. No
Thank
problem.
you.
There we go.
Sure.
We got him.
All right, guys. So let's do this. I'll just share a few memes that I thought were funny.
There we go. Wait.
My voice is still, ugh. Let's make it big. I think a lot of us feel this way. Politically, I'm here. Let's do some of these other ones. Too enlightened to fear anything. Have some inspiration. Oh, you can't see this whole meme. Okay, screw that. We'll stop that. Let me get another one. I have a few saved, so. We could go into some weird stuff. Hey, did any of you guys see, there was some video where this guy was trying to say that there was this structure. Here, I found it. He's trying to say the structures in the Grand Canyon. It does kind of look like Petra, but I think Petra looks nicer. So, yeah. Tell me what you think. The back and the forth is the annoying part. I need a bigger desk. I have another screen I could plug in, so I could be using two screens, but it won't fit right here. So I'm gonna have to work something out. Oh, sound.
And found this. Check this guys, out. All I can keep saying is this place makes absolutely no sense. Watch where he zooms in. We're almost to the lion monolith, but look what I spot down below.
That is a man-made structure. Ancient.
Getting closer. There's so much that makes zero sense.
No one is allowed at this
like
part
all
of the
those
Grand
cliff
Canyon.
faces are completely cut off. This one's cut off. That one's cut off. That whole top of the mountain was sheared off, except to block. There's another altar there. I guarantee you these were altars.
Yep.
Either they had machines to cut stone, robots, or that's all they did the second they were born.
Stay weird, y'all.
That's all anyone did.
This man snuck into a secret part of the...
So, Cam, that's weird that Petra's used a lot. That does sound sus. Someone in the comments of that one, I think, said something like, there's a portal from the Grand Canyon to Petra. I don't know. I mean, there are also stories about there. Okay, it is restricted. There's places you can't go. Lots of caves. There was a story. Was it Kincaid? Was it the artist that went down in there? Someone went down in there way back in the day and reported finding all kinds of kind of like Egyptian stuff and treasures and, you know, big carved out spaces like that. And then there's, you know, some little legend that Cleopatra's son, you know, ended up coming over here back in the day, like, because like he went missing, but allegedly in this story. He came here, and so that's where those artifacts could have been from. Has anybody heard that story?
No,
No.
but
Yeah, I
I do.
watched some weird shit,
There's
guys.
a lot of similarities in buildings and stuff that kind of look like the Roman Empire. So I don't know.
Yeah. Well, the other thing too is like, what if some of these structures, not all of them, because some are definitely carved out of, some rock or whatever, but what if there was a, previous world and Dr. Stone's world is like a real thing, like shit got turned to stone. Like it could have been a wood structure, got turned to stone, some old wooden castle, or I don't know. Those are fun things to think about. Have you heard of Dr. Stone's world?
Yeah.
It's a fun story.
Have you ever heard of the something with a T, Tizanicus or something like that? They're like an ancient, like in the 1900s civilization. What's it called? Like something with a T.
Tartaria?
Tartaria. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I like to just call it the old world, but it does say Tartaria on maps, but it seemed like Tartaria was a lot of the world. It seemed like the world,
Yeah.
Although they say it was more so like in Russia and China, I guess.
Because they're big, the biggest land masses over there, Russia, Asia,
Yeah. I mean, I definitely think there was, we're not the first cycle.
I think
We
that's the
might
reason
be
why
like
we have different races and stuff like that. Like Asians, there's different. You know what I'm saying? Like we were all here at a different time, I think. And remember when you were talking about atom, ATOM, and then what was that thing called? The rib something? I forget the name.
ribonucleic acid, RNA. Like when they talk about mRNA shots, RNA
Yes,
and DNA work together.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. So they might have taken Adam, right, his flesh or something like that, or created, because they're creating meat in friggin' labs, right? Like cows meat and all that shit too. So it's I don't see how it wouldn't be a possibility that they can create, a stable being. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if they had all that, it's crazy how we came here.
Yeah. Well, theory that I heard, like, and it's, kind of like, I know our Christian friends don't love hearing this stuff, but in the Anunnaki line of thinking, if that was a thing, that, they each had their own lands to govern and to rule or, be king or queen of or whatever. And so they made the different races as markers of whose slave you were.
See, that makes sense. That makes a lot of
Doesn't
sense.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, that's an interesting idea.
Because back in the day, I think that's the reason why the Anunnakis had an issue, because they were fighting over power, more or less. That's all it was. They were trying to tell people, their people, to get the hell off the world, and they wanted to stay over there. But they had a bunch of issues with their world because the radiation, and they were coming over here sourcing gold to take it back over there. So you know how we're sending like a gold friggin', like it's like looks like we sent something up in space with like a big chunk of gold all the way up there. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy what's going on. Like a lot of people need to wake up and see the truth of what it is. Some are meant to be rulers and some are meant to be, pawns for the situation.
Yeah, totally. I don't know what you're talking about as far as a hunk of gold, but did we talk about the Golden Dome at all? Because that's active now. That went active a few days ago.
Oh wow.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I have it here. I have a little another Instagram reel about it. Let me pull it up.
That's nice over there. That's Tartaria?
Wait, I need to see the
Yeah,
picture.
my bad. Yeah.
Is that Chicago?
Yeah.
Or is that Russia? I need to zoom in. Yeah, all those World's Fairs. They're showing all kinds of amazing stuff. There's no way that those were meant to be temporary buildings. People we just bought their lies. Like, we let them tell us so many lies. How dumb were we? God. I'm gonna make this bigger. So, just in, the U.S. has successfully conducted its first test of the Golden Dome for America. During the test, the Dynamic Defense Autonomous Defeat System flawlessly and autonomously cued, targeted, and eliminated a multitude of incoming threats, drones, and cruise missiles using directed energy, Secretary Hegseth. I'm not going to read all that, but he goes into it a little bit more. So it's like, Israel's Iron Dome, we have a Golden Dome now, guys. How awesome is that? That's so freaking awesome.
Oh, that's really cool.
America.
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 You begin to notice something unsettling. Not just what's there, but what's missing. The absence of explanation. The gaps in the historical record. I realized something profoundly unsettling. The story we've been told about daily life in the 1800s doesn't match the physical evidence. Not the buildings that remain. Not the infrastructure still visible beneath our streets. Not the photographs that show a world far more sophisticated than we've been led to believe. So I started asking a different question. Not did Tartaria exist, but rather, what would daily life have looked like in a civilization that left behind these structures? This is an investigation into what life might have actually looked like during the period we're told was primitive, pre-industrial backwards, a period when, according to official history, most people lived in squalor, traveled by horse, communicated by letter, and built with simple tools. But when you examine what actually remains, the roads too perfectly graded, the canals too precisely engineered, the buildings too mathematically exact, a different picture emerges. Not of primitive struggle, but of coordinated movement. Not of isolation, but of connection. Not of simplicity, but of systems we've somehow forgotten how to recognize. What was daily life like in this forgotten world? What did people actually do? How did they move, work, trade, and live within structures that seem designed for purposes we no longer understand? The official narrative collapses the moment you ask these questions. Imagine waking in a Tartarian city at dawn, not in some romanticized past, but in the actual physical spaces that remain. The apartment buildings with their impossible ceiling heights, 12, 14, 16 feet, far beyond any practical heating consideration. The windows so tall they seem designed for giants, or perhaps for something else entirely. Light distribution, air circulation, atmospheric pressure regulation. You rise in a room with crown molding so intricate it would take modern craftsmen months to replicate. Plasterwork that flows like frozen water. Geometric patterns that repeat with mathematical precision across thousands of buildings, in dozens of cities, on multiple continents, all supposedly built by individual contractors working independently, all arriving at identical solutions. Ask yourself, how does that happen? The morning light enters through windows positioned not randomly, but deliberately, aligned with solar angles, calculated for seasonal...
I mean, it's not difficult or hard to understand that. It's not the same people, bro. Like, you gotta understand, those people were entrepreneurs for real, bro. For real. You know what I mean? Like, they had an idea. These type of people will go broke trying to make their shit come out. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's just a different. It's just a different time, bro.
Well, and everything was so much bigger. Like, she's barely as tall as the mantle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the doorways, so they say they were bigger. You know, they had advanced technology and all of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, all that stuff is on the planet already, though. Like, They got supplements out there that I'm not saying it's gonna make you bigger, but it could. So they got this one thing called I'll get it to you right now. It's on my channel. I posted it and it's healthy. It's a good supplement for men. It's called Yohimbe or something like that.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that stuff.
Very good for men. It improves blood flow, enhances alertness, may enhance experience performance, sexual drive, supports fat loss, and mood and well-being. So it'll change. I believe that shit. Like there's a remedy for everything. 'Cause in the Bible it says there's you know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be like in the Bible, it tells you how to take care of your body because your body is a temple. Whatever you put into your body is going to be unhealthy. It's going to fuck up your life. Like say if you're drinking soda every day, like I said, once in a while is good, but not, if it's like an everyday thing,
I don't drink soda.
if it's or like fast food, once in a blue, like you know what I'm saying, I'll eat like McDonald's or something once in a blue, but not like it's not like an everyday thing. You got people out there that's all they eat in the morning, breakfast, noon, and night,
Yeah.
And it's unhealthy. It ruins the mind state. If you think about it, right? If you see a person eating healthy and they're taking care of their body as a temple, you'll notice a different brainwave in a person that's eating fast food constantly, fried food, all that shit.
You're right.
Yeah.
Variation. The entire structure seems oriented toward natural forces, wind, sun, water flow, in ways our modern buildings completely ignore. You dress in clothing we see in photographs, formal, layered, deliberately constructed. Not primitive homespun, but manufactured textiles showing industrial scale production. Cotton from India, silk from Asia, wool from Australia, all available in provincial cities thousands of miles from production centers.
Crazy work.
EVE Online is
all arriving with suspicious regularity, as if moved through distribution networks far more sophisticated than horse-drawn wagons could support. The question becomes impossible to avoid. What infrastructure made this possible? If you're finding this investigation compelling, consider subscribing or becoming a YouTube member. This kind of research takes hundreds of hours in archives most historians never examine. Your support makes it possible to continue asking the questions conventional history refuses to address. You step outside into streets that pose their own mysteries, not dirt paths, not cobblestones randomly placed, but precisely graded thoroughfares with drainage systems so sophisticated they still function today, over a century later. Storm drains that connect to underground networks extending for miles, sewage systems that rival modern engineering, water distribution channels that supplied entire cities with pressurized flow, all supposedly built in the span of a few decades, all across the world, all following identical principles. The streets themselves reveal the pattern. Too wide for simple cart traffic, too perfectly aligned with cardinal directions to be accidental. In city after city, you find the same layout, grand boulevards radiating from central points, creating geometric patterns visible only from above, star formations, radial designs, mathematical precision that suggests central planning on a scale we're told didn't exist. And the movement along these streets, here's where the official story becomes impossible to sustain. Photographs from the 1860s, 1870s, 1880s show streets filled with traffic. Not chaotic medieval congestion, but organized flow. Streetcars running on rails with electrical or cable systems requiring massive infrastructure investment. Omnibuses on fixed routes implying coordinated...
Yeah, for real. Like those trolleys, man. Those we call them trolleys here, but like, how in the fuck? If electricity wasn't even like a thing or some shit, and I see pictures.
But it was. It was a thing.
Interesting.
They're just lying to us about it.
Scheduling. Carriages, yes, but moving through a system, not wandering randomly. The deeper I looked, the more I found evidence of transportation networks we've been taught emerged only later. Street railways in hundreds of cities by the 1880s, cable car systems requiring underground machinery, elevated trains in major centres, all appearing with suspicious simultaneity, all requiring engineering expertise supposedly unavailable. Who coordinated this? Who planned it? Who possessed the surveying capability, the mathematical knowledge, the organizational capacity to implement identical systems across continents? The silence.
I know who it was. I know who it was. CM's people.
That's in the historical
Exactly.
record
That's
is
what I was going
deafening.
to say.
But the streets were only one system. The canals reveal something even more perplexing. I spent months examining canal records across Europe, Asia, and North America. Not the famous ones, the Erie Canal, the Suez, but the thousands of smaller waterways connecting cities, towns, industrial centers. The network was vast, coordinated, precisely engineered with lock systems, water level management, seasonal flow regulation. The Grand Canal in China, over 1,000 miles connecting major river systems, moving goods and people with efficiency that wouldn't be matched until rail. The canal networks of the Netherlands, Belgium, northern France, hundreds of miles of interconnected waterways with standardized dimensions suggesting unified planning. The British canal system at its peak, 4,000 miles of navigable waterways, all built in roughly 60 years, all compatible, all precisely graded. This wasn't primitive infrastructure, this was systems engineering. Barges moved along these canals with cargoes we can track through port records, grain from the interior, manufactured goods from cities, raw materials to factories. The volume was staggering. Single barges carrying loads that would require dozens of wagons, networks moving thousands of tons daily, all coordinated through a system of schedules, toll points, transfer stations that implied central administration. And here's the strangest part. The engineering required to maintain these networks was extraordinary. Water level management across hundreds of miles, lock systems synchronized to allow passage, pumping stations to move water uphill, reservoir systems to manage seasonal variation. Where did this expertise come from? How did it spread so rapidly? Why does the historical record show no learning curve, no period of experimentation, but rather fully formed systems appearing almost simultaneously?
It's crazy. It's just crazy to think.
But why were they all wearing black? They all were always all black. What was up with that part? That part's creepy to me. That part's weird. Is that just...
It is kind of creepy because, I mean, in Japan, they had, like, colors and shit and a whole bunch of dyes. But could it be that we probably didn't have dyes or something?
I don't know. Then wouldn't we just kind of have, like, some stained yellow kind of something? I don't know. Hey, real quick before I lose the thought, have you heard the theory that there's people out there that believe that Jesus already came back and there was a millennial reign and that now we are living through Satan's little season, and this old architecture and stuff was from Jesus's reigning time? That's another theory out there. Just sharing what I've heard. I'm not saying I necessarily believe that's the case.
About like Jesus that came back in Africa?
No, not that guy. Not that guy. No.
You heard that story?
Yeah, that was great. It's hilarious. There was posters here like a year ago of, some Muslim guy trying to say he was the Messiah. I'm like, oh my God, who's scanning these QR codes? Don't do it, people.
He said.
But Sin, you never see them in white. The people, like the clothing, it's always very dark. Maybe they're wearing royal blue. Sure, maybe.
Let me see if I can find it in the whole world.
Hey, have you ever watched? We lost Nunzio, but have you ever heard of John Levi? Oh,
John
right.
Yeah, it sounds familiar.
I love his channel. He does a lot of this stuff. and most of his videos are 20 minutes, half hour. He does have a few shorts. He's just so dry. But something in the last video made me think about it when the guy said, "Oh, they're all built within 60 years." Well, the stuff that we get told about the buildings that in America, it'll be this amazing, fantastic, it looks like an old castle that they turned into a prison, and it only took them 1 year to build, or 2. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. The bullshit level is insane. If you really look at like the history of any grand structure in America, they're never going to tell you it took. Like, could they build that in a year?
Those type of buildings? Hell no.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
Mm-mm. And they build like replicas and stuff, like with cheap stuff. Yeah, but not.
Yeah, not with those all the
That shit
different
is prestige, bro.
pillars and towers. And the tops, that I believe, that's supposed to be part of the Antiquitech, they call it.
Yeah, I
Or
truly believe
harnessing the
because
free energy.
every church back then had a ball, and the ball was usually made out of gold, if not gold, made out of copper, and then inside it had what's the name of that metal that's like
Mercury.
mercury. And then the mercury would basically spin and spin and spin and spin at speeds inside that ball. And basically what that did was light up the church. So this is what you're talking about here.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, I looked into that, man. I'm like, yeah, because it's like we see these movies, right? And we see that these candles, they'll light up kerosene or whatever, right? But I was like, wait a minute, time out. I'm like, there's been pictures that I've seen where they just have lights. It's no kerosene. So I mean, in my mind, I thought, hey, maybe it was just something for the rich at the time, and maybe the poor had to use kerosene. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe. I thought they burned like lard and it smelled. They burned something that didn't
India,
smell
man.
good. That's what I remember.
India.
Huh?
That's India.
No, they used to do that in England too back in the day.
Talking about here, man. We don't do that in America, Jules. Jules, I'm gonna have to kick you out. Kick you out, Jules. I'm gonna put you in the back for that. Don't ever disrespect America like that. What's wrong with you? We never did.
We were talking about this stuff all over the world, and I know we're talking about America, but we're talking about this stuff all over the world. Come on, man. Don't kick me out.
America's great. It's the best. Look at this shit, man. And to be honest, Jules, I think they're the ones hiding most of the truth. Bro, like this places like this in DR that look like that back in those times. Because I seen footages, you know what I'm saying? Like when what year was it? Like like early, maybe late 1800s, bro. Like, yo, I seen buildings like this in DR, and I'm like, what the fuck? But now you go to DR, you don't see that. It's not even one to be found. I mean, maybe the church. That's about
There's
it.
really structures like that, like all over the world. I believe you that they're in DR, they're in Puerto Rico, they're in Brazil, they're everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So that speaks to the whole one world thing too.
Hey man, what
It's
happened?
not isolated,
when we were advancing, like did some like a wave of stupid just happen? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know how like a pulse thing, you know what I mean? Like an EMP, you know what I mean? But for the brain or some shit. And then we just all just went retarded or something. Like, I don't know. Cause none of this shit makes sense. Like why we, it's only like 100 years or something. Like so you telling me that people just like forgot about this stuff? Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, it's just crazy to me.
Okay, you want to know what I think? I think that there was a reset, and anybody that wanted to talk about the past or whatever, that's what all those insane asylums were for. People weren't insane. They were just shut the fuck up. And anyone else that would go along with the system, well, then they'd be fine to be out. Like, have you ever seen those lists of what would qualify someone to go into a mental institution back then? Like, it was crazy. It was like, you know, basically any man could have had his wife institutionalized at any time. You know,
Good old days.
she's complaining too much. Throw her in there.
Good old days. Chocolate chip cookies. She made sugar cookies. Who eats sugar cookies? Damn it. Send her to the gulag. Oh, good old days.
Who eats sugar cookies?
Good old days. Oh shit, I'm not muted. Damn it. My bad.
Oh no.
I'm fucking around.
I know. Oh yeah. I'm missing the chat.
Oh god, man.
Cam said, have you seen the claims of old fireplaces being Aether generators and found hundreds that nothing was ever burned in them, and they started using them for fires not knowing what they were? Yes, I have. And there's like little like metal prongs or something metal, right? On either side of those or within them. Yeah, it was like radiant heat.
The same thing with like gasoline, right? Now, gasoline, you know, they made the gas and whatever came from it was like, you know, the bad stuff that they didn't use. They just throw that shit away. And then they got very innovative. And then they started basically putting this in a lot of our products that we use on an everyday basis, and they made lubrications for machinery. And yeah,
Started
man.
making pharmaceuticals out of it.
Yep. It's crazy, bro. Like it's nuts, bro. And then they also made Teflon, which is fucking dangerous with that shit too. A lot of people don't even know that shit comes from that crap too.
Mm-hmm. So bad for you.
Yeah, man. It's it's nuts.
Don't do
bro.
nonstick. Like, yeah, we just ate that shit up, man.
Yeah, shit is crazy. Like everybody in the world now, like I seen a movie and everything. It's based on a true story. Like everybody in the world has at least 3% of this shit inside their body, bro. Like there's nothing you can do at this point. Like it's gone so far that like, and it's so crazy because the people that sued didn't really get much, and it's like we're all damaged for it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Well.
It's
Oh.
These fucking companies, man, trying to make $1 out of everything, dude. Can't let nothing go to waste now.
Yeah, and a lot of them they just don't give a crap about people.
No, they don't. Yo, but back to this whole TPS thing, man. It's everybody. It's not only the Haitians and the Syrians. Yes, they might be the first ones to go. So their focus might be on them. And we all know why they put their focus on these people, because they're brown. But this goes for anybody that is, you know, has passed their time, man, and it's called temporary. Temporary. It doesn't mean forever. It means for a short stay, depending on the stay that they gave you, that you were granted. And a lot of people need to understand, man. Like I know that they're gonna say, "Oh, but their country, it's all this and it's all that." And it's like, all right, if you feel that bad, then you fucking go over there and make a fucking difference, or shut the fuck up, respectfully. I don't know. You're just saying this because you're racist. And like, no, because I already explained to y'all. If this was Dominican Republic, even the Dominicans that are here and have TPS, if they are any, they got to go too. If your time is due, you got to still go. Get the buses ready. Load up the planes.
Time to go.
Damn right, man. Like, come on, man. Like, what is this? They do this shit to anybody of us. Like, look, if I was to go to certain places in Africa that is a shithole compared to the U.S., which I would never do, right? So, Pete, because there's people that have done it. Those people overstay the 2 years. Guess what those Africans do to them brothers, man? I don't want to hear none of that. Oh, you my roots. Nah. They send your ass back to the U.S. That's what they do. So I don't understand why I got to be any different here. Like in North Korea is even worse. No motherfuckers try to escape, right? You get executed or you go to prison for the rest of your life, right? That's one or either the two, right? And then, or let's say you do get freedom. At that point, now you got to think of your family, and you can't even think about them because you can't call them. You can't find out if they prisoners now because your ass decided to get free, and now they slaves now because of your ass. Because that's how that works over there. And y'all complaining about here, man. Y'all don't understand the world, bro. Y'all don't get the world. Y'all don't understand it. And quite frankly, man, like with this whole TPS thing, man, I don't even want to play the rest of the clips because it's just a whole bunch of babbling liberal women talking how racist and dangerous this is and how xenophobe and all the phobias and all that shit. But what I tend to notice from this is like, damn, all these women would not ever take any of these people into their home. They'll put them in, yeah, but they'll put them in the urban community where they're already struggling. And it's like, all right, man, you're not helping the cause. You're just making it fucking worse. You get what I'm saying? But they play the whole sympathy card with the whole, oh, you gotta have a heart. You gotta have a heart, Latino. You gotta have a heart. And it's like, no, I have a heart, but I also have a brain. I have two. You know what I mean? I have two brains.
I have a question. How many of them are NPCs?
Yeah, the majority of them. They all think the same shit, say the same thing. But you want to know what's crazy, Jules? They turning more left than you think. They're actually starting to become socialists. New York is a great example. And I told y'all people back then, I said, if Mandami wins, and somebody said, nah, man, it's not even going to go that far. Well, guess what? What I said in the past is coming to tuition because he helped 3 people in his side, socialists, get elected. So, like I said, don't be surprised if this guy starts, trending and shit where people actually, I don't know, man. And people laughed at me and said, nah, man, you're crazy. I'm like, all right, cool. So he got him and 3 other people. That's 4. So I don't know. I mean, wasn't it not crazy when Trump still has major support anywhere he goes? There's a chance that person is going to win if he endorses him, right? So even Trump has this type of power. So if Trump has this type of power, why can't Mandami? And I get that y'all going to say, yeah, he was a celebrity, he was this, he was that, but he was never a politician. So I mean, hey, it's scary, people. Like, this is what I'm saying. All these kids are not, Stanley type of liberals. They're fucking straight up socialists, bro.
Yeah, it's like a bunch of anarchy. Like, they're fucking nuts over there, Yeah,
man. Like, these people care so much, but none of them want to have children.
I don't think they can have children,
But all the hormones and all that shit that they take. Yeah, you're right.
It's they're trying to, I don't know, man. It's the liberals, the Dems, all that shit is bullshit, They all idolize false ideologies, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you look at the elephant, you look at the bull, right? It's all a mess nowadays, bro. It's all a fucking mess.
It is, but can I ask you something? What's the equivalent of, like, look, in the left you have, you probably have like 4 different type of separations. You have liberals, and you have like, the socialists, then you have the fucking the straight up, Democrats that just, that are kind of moderate, kind of whatever. And then, you have the fucking weirdos, which are really the socialists too, but it's just like socialist 2.0, right? what is the equivalent of the conservative side or the Republican side of any of that? Because I don't even see it, dude. Like, these people are fucking crazy, bro. Like, this is what I'm trying to explain to y'all.
Yeah, they're sick in the head. They're sick in the friggin' head. And you see the majority people on YouTube, and that's the people we do see, right? Now, if you see like the people off the fucking internet, I'm pretty sure they're fucking psychotic too as well. You know, it's a lot. I believe that it's like demonic entities, like these illnesses, these elements.
They praise the devil, bro.
Exactly. You know, it's fucking crazy, bro. It's a fucking shame. You know, I'm just I'm prepared for. Honestly, I tell all my brothers and sisters, right? Because we all, you know, we all in the same situations. We go through the same shit in life. I tell everybody prepare, make sure they have food, water, for, you know, a substantial amount of time. Keep something to protect yourself, rifle, pistol, shotgun, you know, and make sure that you have electricity, like solar power, and then also this thing called the Starlink. Y'all should check that as well. So you have able to contact people through multiple avenues. Also get a radio. Like there's a certain radio that you can connect to if there's no like telephone poles and shit like that around. I forget.
You mean like a ham radio?
Ham radio? Yeah, that shit. Yeah, get a ham radio, all of that. You know, in a decent sized property, because think about it. If you have, and so you're able to grow your own food, you're able to grow, you know, take care of your own situations. You know what I'm saying? As God intended, man was supposed to govern his own land, meaning like his family, his people. You know, not someone being in charge. Yeah, you could say that Trump is, you know, I'm not saying Trump just per se. I'm saying the whole system of what's going on now. So like you have a bunch of people on one side fighting for fucking rights, and then you have another on the other side. Like it's just making confliction. So there's not going to be any fucking leeway. That people are not going to see any justice with what's going on nowadays in the fucking world. You know, I like Trump. He's from New York. You know, his father was. You know, I'm just saying there's a few things I like about Trump. You know, but the fact of the matter is that you're not supposed to. There's not supposed to be countries, because look, we're starting wars, and also the currency thing that was put in place to keep us back in the Stone Ages, keep fighting over money. Like you notice that, right? If you don't have $1 in your pocket, you're not going to be able to eat. You're not like, you can't buy nothing. You can't buy clothes, nothing. You know what I'm saying, bro? So it's like, it's fucking crazy nowadays, man.
Yo, Jules, what is it that Mike 123 always said about Trump? Trump is my what? I forgot, dude. I'm trying to remember, and it's like killing me.
Oh, I don't know. I don't remember.
He was always saying Trump is the
savior. What is it?
Yeah, the savior of my life. He's like,
hey, you know what? Okay, real quick. We brought up Trump, but we were just talking about Tesla in the chat a little bit, and that goes back to the previous topic with free energy and Antiquitech and stuff. So I want to know how many of you heard of this. I'm sure Latino has. But guys, you got to check this out. My sound on this tab. Wait, let me check my. Okay.
That's me.
Trump's uncle John was the scientist the government sent into Tesla's room after Tesla died to look for his paperwork on the death ray. So John G. Trump is Donald Trump's first uncle, and by all accounts, he was a certified genius, an American electrical engineer, a physicist, and an inventor. He was a professor at MIT, he was a recipient of several awards, and he was a member of the National Academy of Engineering. So when Tesla died, the government was very concerned that Tesla's papers could get out. It was rumored that Tesla was working on several different weapons projects when he died. Now, some of these rumors were started by Tesla himself. He openly talked about a death ray to several investors and other types of weapons. We may never know everything that Tesla was working on, but the man who did is the uncle of an American president.
Yo, I think I not for nothing, but if you look at those old pictures of Tesla, his head is shaped like an ET. He might be
Like when he was
alien.
younger?
He might be an alien, bro. That motherfucker probably wasn't even human, bro.
Come on.
Probably
He was tapped in.
that crazy shit.
Yo, there was a book about that too. Actually, somebody said Donald Trump or there was a book about that too, talking about how Tesla created a time machine. The person, Donald Trump, they say that Trump went back in time, took all his information, because there was some things that were missing from Tesla's archives. Like he had all that shit.
There were boxes and boxes missing, right?
Yep.
Sorry to interrupt.
No, you're definitely right. Yeah, no, I appreciate you adding to the conversation, because sometimes I get caught on certain things, you know.
Yeah,
Thank you.
cool. Of course. Yeah, there was the we started reading the book, but we didn't continue, which, you know, maybe sometime we should go back and finish, you know, the marvelous tales of Baron von Trump, or whatever it was, and his dog Bulger. But yeah, there's people out there who believe that Trump is a time traveler, all that kind of stuff. It's pretty interesting.
I traveled in time. I lost the election maybe about 100 times. This was the best outcome because I won it twice.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
The real question is, where do your ideas come from?
Exactly.
And if you're picking up whatever these creatures are, and you've been blessed enough to get them, yeah, you should write them down.
Got to write them down.
It's kind of like, I mean, I don't like.
You got to honor them.
Honor them.
Right?
Yeah.
You got to act on them. I mean, that's why people that think of the muse, like the concept of the muse, that's one of the more, it's a productive way to think of it. Like Pressfield writes about it, and Pressfield in The War of Art, and he's a very down to earth. He's not a silly man. He's a very down to earth person, but his perspective on the concept of the muse it's very beneficial if you follow it, because his perspective is essentially that you pay honor to this thing. You show up and you do the work like a professional, and then it responds in turn. It comes to you.
Yeah.
And then these are what it's like. We think of an idea, even though it's one of the most important factors in the entire construction of civilization, but somehow or another, we don't think of it as that. We think of people being that, and we are, but we're being used by ideas. I know that sounds crazy. I really do. I know it sounds dumb too, but
no, it don't.
You're coming up with these thoughts, and we're thinking of them as like random connections that you're making in your brain, which might be that, but it also might be that ideas are like a life form from another dimension that's trying to manifest itself in our current realm, and they do so through getting into people's heads. And the more you call for them, the more they're there for you.
Yeah.
And the more
I believe that. I believe it's like Dr. Umar said this crazy thing, and CT laughed at him, but whatever. But I kind of agree with what he said right there. It's like your spirit, and you basically an avatar to your spirit. So when you communicate, most people think that they're communicating with God, but it's just your other self telling you like what's right for you or not. Like, does that sound stupid?
No, because I agree with that, because your body's connected. Like, you know how they say, I feel like, you know how when you get baptized when you're younger, right?
Yeah.
I feel like that's more or less like like something saying to you, like you have to cleanse your body, right? Because water cleans the body. So your soul, like there's like 7 chakras in your body, right? And to reach so this is what they were saying, to reach the higher enlightenment, you meditate, you focus, you take these supplements, you know what I'm saying? You focus on eating healthy. But not 9 out of 10, all the food is all fucked up anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like it's all unless you're growing it yourself, you know,
Mm-hmm.
like the supermarket shit, because they're mass produced. They have to mass produce for like what, 7 billion people in America or some shit like that. You know. People are getting so reliant on not taking care of their actual needs. They just want like something quick and easy. So they go to the supermarket, they buy all that shit. You know, some organic products are not all fully organic as well. They just slap a stick on that shit.
Well, there are certifying companies, you know,
Yep.
like
And that's why it's good to grow your own stuff. You know, even if you have like a ledge or something like that, you can still grow. Like make sunlight.
you could at least grow some herbs in your windowsill or something.
Man, we grew mint, and my whole backyard is full of mint, and like I don't know what to
Yeah,
do.
mint.
And like I just give it
It
away,
takes
and nobody
over.
wants it.
Yeah, the old remedies are better. I've noticed that, like, because if you think about it, the pills that you're consuming, or anybody's consuming, like a person with diabetes or something like that, it's fucking up their body more. So then, you know what I'm saying? Because it's going into their liver, it's depleting, it's working. Your body's working harder to get that shit out of your body. But if you get the natural herb, blue lotus is another good thing too, as well, for people.
You show up, and you can call that the muse. You can call that whatever you want.
Angels.
Tesla believed it. Tesla believes he was getting signals from some other
yeah.
either some other planet or some other life forms. He had some weird shit that he wrote that's hard to decipher about what he. See if you can find that, because that's a very interesting thing, Jamie. See if you can find what did Tesla like. Tesla had a take on receiving information from other galaxies. He had this take on where some of his inventions were coming from. It's like what, or some of the transmissions that he would receive. I mean, god damn, it wouldn't have been amazing to talk to that guy.
Yes.
Imagine
No,
having
for
Nikola
real.
Tesla on the podcast.
Oh. Who knows, man? Maybe you still can one day.
Maybe we could bring him back.
Yeah, bring him back. Or like create an AI Tesla. I think a lot of people have that feeling, and some of them just don't come out of the closet, so to speak, with it because they're afraid they're going to get judged or ostracized. I think a lot of people feel like they have a direct contact with some kind of sentience that isn't embodied inside of them, and it's giving them ideas, and they're just terrified to put it out to the world because it sounds like you're fucking nuts.
His claims of receiving signals from outer space were proven right a century later. Ooh. During the summer of 1899, Tesla set up a field laboratory in Colorado Springs, Colorado, to the possibilities of using high-altitude stations to transmit information and electric power over long distances. 1 July...
This is not what
Not
I'm
it?
talking about. This is about just signals, not like him getting... I went too quickly on that.
Oh, okay. Where is the signals?
This is like radio signals.
Oh, that he was getting radio signals from other planets.
After the ruling out, I think this is about sending...
After ruling out solar and terrestrial causes, he concluded the signals must be from another planet.
He had a seizure and had a vision, which is what, like, that's a...
Yeah, well, here it says, on 1 July day, while tracking lightning storms. Oh, so it's actually equipment. His equipment picked up a series of beeps. After ruling out solar and terrestrial causes, he concluded the signals must be from another planet. The following Christmas, in response to the American Red Cross's request for a prediction of the greatest scientific achievement of the coming century, Tesla wrote, "Brethren, we have a message from another world, unknown and remote. It reads, 1, 2, 3. In 1996, scientists published a study replicating Tesla's experiment and showing that the signal was in fact caused by the moon low passing through Jupiter's magnetic field. Holy fuck. He was picking up a moon passing through Jupiter's magnetic field.
Yeah. But he had woo ideas too, man.
Oh, yeah. He was in love with the pigeon.
He's in love with a pigeon. Not just that though. He like I think he
Wait,
did think
pause
he was
it,
in
pause it.
contact with like
Okay, maybe he loved his pigeons and stuff, but I think that was a cover story because he used the pigeons, for carrier pigeons. He was sending messages to people. You know what I mean? So some of that's kind of BS, I think.
I love my pigeons. My name is Mike Tyson. Praise
Oh
the
yeah, he
Lord.
has pigeons too.
some kind of sentient intelligence for sure.
Why not? Why wouldn't you think? If you're that smart, imagine how smart he was in comparison to like a regular dope. Hey, mister, you want to buy a paper? Those people from back then. Some fucking dude selling papers in the corner. And then the greatest genius the world's ever known up to that point.
Yeah.
Wandering around, trying to figure out how to send electricity through the sky.
Maybe that's all intelligence is, though, man. Is like having the willingness to let yourself go crazy enough to believe you're not the creator of your ideas, to believe that you're an antenna. Maybe that's what makes a person intelligent. Maybe that's all it takes. That and discipline.
Well, yeah, the discipline to learn all the things that you need to know to be able to study and actually implement that technology. It's like Tesla was both things. He was a genius and he was probably some sort of a visionary in that way. Like he had, like Elon has, he had an extra large magnet for ideas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude.
I think anyone can do that.
How strong is this weed?
Fucking strong,
Pretty
man. I'm
goddamn
so
good,
glad.
right?
Anytime you give me weed, I'm always forget how strong it is. And every time I'm like, fuck, man, you got to be careful.
We go high grade up in this bitch, son.
There you go. I like Duncan Trussell. He's hilarious.
Yo, man. We go high grade in this bitch, son. Oh man, that shit was hilarious. Oh man, any takes on what we just heard?
I mean, that shit is crazy, bro. Like we've been talking about, bro. The whole fucking, I'm talking not just today. We've been talking about this topic since I came here. It's crazy, man. People need to get that awakening, and I think that's how we're gonna see the actual truth. Y'all also need to check out the book what's it called, Adam's Apocalypse. That explains a lot too.
Yo, check this shit out.
Praise the Lord, bro. No, baby, no. Look at this in here. Look how you done rub half of my hair off in this thing now. Brother, I'm sorry, brother. I'm just gonna fan you in. I'm sorry.
That was funny. Oh god.
Yeah, and they're saying that these two life forces, right? Like the aliens, they got the Greys on one side, and then you got the 57s. I think it's the 47s and the 57s. The Greys are trying to start their timeline in 2028, and the 57s are trying to stop the Greys from starting their timeline. And they're saying that the aliens are like underground, and that they learned how to time travel already.
Mexico.
Yeah.
Less than 200K. Almost a million people came out to the streets of Mexico to celebrate their win. Ridiculous amount of fucking people, bro.
Yeah. That's pretty dope.
Yeah, almost a million. Nuts.
Gee.
Imagine, dude.
I'd have a good time over there,
bro. Like what? So many people, bro. So many. Nuts.
Too many damn people, honestly. But I mean, that's
That would make me feel uncomfortable.
yeah. There's too many damn people. Like you can't even move in that situation, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I
What
like
you
that.
think about? What you think about the TPS?
I think they should come over here, honestly. Like you said before, the women come over here, keep the men over there. Very simple. I mean, no, it's a good idea. So we can reproduce, like Americans can reproduce more, soldiers. Because there's already too many fucking men in America that are, we don't need another
Man,
fucking.
them girls are like, you see those dudes that are soft? Those girls will turn those dudes into men.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah, real quick. They won't bash them up. They'll lift them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
that's different.
that's why most American men are going overseas and trying
Yeah,
to
those
pick.
women will lift you. Yeah, those women will pick your ass up. I'm telling you.
Yeah, they bring you up. That's what you know what I'm saying? These American women, Americanized women, you could say.
They lack.
Yeah. But that's all right. It is what it is.
It is what it is, man. Damn, man. Any interesting things in YouTube lately? Because I haven't been on you like that. Like I did a show the other day, and I
I'm not
thought,
gonna argue. So, bro, look, I got a mob sector, mob tube and shit like that. I be going to, and I got this one person, Bambi, real person. She's like, yo, she keeps me calm upon others. Like it took a fucking army to chill me out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna partake. Anybody could talk shit about. They could do whatever the fuck they want. I'm not gonna partake in anything. I'm just gonna eventually have to instead of taking it out on YouTube and arguing with people. Nah, I'm gonna just take their channel so they don't got a voice. You know what I'm saying?
damn.
I'm gonna take away their toys so they can't talk anymore. As because I'm not gonna allow people to make money off of my name. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna get demonetized, their channel took, all that. Then they're gonna, if they want to keep up that same shit, they could. But I'm gonna still keep doing it, taking their shit until they realize. Because honestly, that's the way to hurt somebody on this YouTube shit is to fuck with their pockets.
Mm.
You know?
Thank God I don't count on this shit for my money.
And bro, listen, I support you. When I go live, I'll put your cash apps in my ticker. I don't got a cash app. If anybody sends y'all bread, you know what I'm saying? Y'all don't have to let us know. It's just like it's a community. That's what I'm trying to start over in my shit. You know what I'm saying? People helping out each other, not like bashing each other, bringing people down, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm trying to do over in that sector.
Jules, you have yourself a good night. I think I'm about to wrap it up too, man.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I think I'll be able to hang more tomorrow night. I just
No, you're good. You're good. I really don't have much unless Nunzio has something else to add.
No, I'm good, brother. But yeah, so like I said, I'll add your cash, Jules. I'll add your cash out to my show. Latino, I'll add your shit to my show, like the tick on the bottom. Yeah,
that's
bro.
kind. Thank you, Nunzio. Thank you.
Got you.
Appreciate it, man.
Got you, manito.
All right, man. You guys have a good night. Nunzio, any last words?
Yo, salute. It was a pleasure seeing you again. God bless you. Never let a demon stress you. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
All right, bro.
Salute.
Burning, burning bridges is okay. It's okay. It's okay. Yo, baby mama ain't even post a single. Damn, where she at? Yo, baby mama ain't even post a single. Damn, where she at? Yo, baby mama ain't even post a single. Damn, where she at? Yo, baby mama ain't even post a single. Damn, where she at? Yeah, where she at?
Yo, good night to everybody. And as always,
Yeah. We are live. Let's talk about it with your host Jules and Latino. Let's talk about it. Pull up a chair and show people. Let's talk about it. Real life, real laughs on a reload. Let's talk about it with your host Jules and Latino. Jules got the gems, big facts. Latino bring the spice. No cap, 2 mics, 1 vibe. Tap in, turn it up, tell a friend. Let's begin. Let's talk about it with your host Jules and Latino. Let's talk about it. Pull up a chair and show people. Let's talk about it. Real life, real laughs on a reload. Let's talk about it with your host Jules and Latino.
Whatever the fuck you want to say don't mean I gotta listen to it and not stop talking because you want to talk.
Let's talk about it with your host Jules and Latino. Pull up a chair, this your people. Real life, real laughs on the reload. With your host Jules and Latino. Jules got the gems, big facts. Latino bring the spice. No cap, 2 mics, 1 vibe. Tap in, turn it up, tell a friend. Let's begin. Let's talk about it with your host Jules and Latino. Pull up a chair, this your people. Real life, real laughs on the reload. With your host Jules and Latino. Jules and Latino. Jules and Latino.
Come on, Latino, you gotta stop supporting this shit, OG.